Antifolk Festival. 30 years of Antifolk. And I'm turning it over to John Berger's protege. This is his life's work incarnate,
Please.
Rebecca Florence.
Please.
Your host for the evening, Rebecca Florence.
Speaking of babies, Summer just had a fucking baby. Give it up. She was not pregnant. Summer pregnant would be scary. For a lot of reasons.
Is this a roast?
No, it's not. Roast of Summer. Summer's hair is awesome. Okay, that was the roast of Summer.
Good roast.
You guys like it? Boom goes. Oh, karma's a bitch, Summer. So Summer and I used to have this thing about fetuses and stem cell. I wrote a poem about stem cells for Summer. I'm just kidding, I didn't. So this is a poem I wrote a really long time ago. Ray Brown doesn't give a fuck. Is it something in Brooklyn happened? Apparently, what happened in Brooklyn, Ray? Hey Ray, what happened in Brooklyn? Oh, no one cares. Okay. So, I love clinical trials. I love Summer. I don't know. This really doesn't have anything to do with them. But I'm really excited about seeing them play. This is a poem I wrote after waking up from a dream like 3 years ago. And it actually, and not to like bring this up again because not everyone's brought it up, but it's like kind of overkill, but it's so fucking important. Kind of reminds me of Robin Williams. Love Robin Williams. Rest in peace, you're fucking awesome. Like, and I'm not gonna harp on that, like whatever, but like yes, you're amazing and we love you. So this is a poem I wrote like 3 years ago. My brother is an IC. He's not really. He's not in intensive care. This is based off of a dream. Everyone is okay. My brother is in ICU. He looks up at me with his eyes blue. Wide and not knowing what to say, we sit in silence, and for the first time in both of our lives, we pray. I hold his hand and I bow my head. His eyes stray open, turning red. I don't want to repeat what I had to say. It was meant for he and I that day. I've never known who I really was, and my heart has never spoken such truth before. And the quiet in the room was filled. In his eyes I saw youth. He asked me one last wish before it was his time to go. It was to be at peace with me and myself, and to take life easy and to take it slow. He also asked if I could love me more, to not be sad when he was gone. And within finding myself, I'd find his heart beating within me ever strong. The breath that left his lips was slow, and a tear rolled down his cheek. I felt a chill go up my spine, and the grip of my hand grew less than weak. I didn't cry, I was very calm. I drew with my finger, I love you, in his palm. And I stood up and took a few steps towards the door. I looked at him for the last time, and then never more. There was a courtyard right outside, and a field of flowers that weren't so tall. A fountain in center with an angel whose wings were clipped by time and more. I felt the grass grow under my feet, and suddenly they were both very bare. My heart jumped as they left the ground, and I was lifted by some presence there. For a split second, the fear was great, and when I was scared, it dropped me to the ground. My heart was beating triple time. Then I closed my eyes, and I whispered, I just need to go. I didn't judge myself again. I trusted me enough to try, and for the second time, I was brought into the air, but the height didn't slow down this time. The air started surrounding me, and birds flew by, and an eerie calm fell over as I looked down from the sky. As I kept on rising, I realized I wasn't stopping, and the clouds turned small below me, and I knew where I was going. There was a feeling of acceptance when I reached the stars, floating in the abyss, not even feeling awe, looking down at the world, knowing who I was. That's finally when I did start to cry. Tears of joy, uncontrollable joy. And I never looked back, I never asked why. All I could muster was, I love you, and hi. And I wrote that like 3 years ago. I don't know where that came from. But I have a really funny Helen Keller joke, and then clinical trials can go. I posted it on the Facebook, but if you didn't watch,
my friend.
So Helen Keller walks into a bar, and a table, and a chair, and another table, and the chair. So that's a joke. Are you guys almost ready? Do you guys need more time? Are you almost ready? Are you good? Yeah, I can do more jokes. Okay. So John Berger, Ray Brown, and Peter Ingalls walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you guys want to drink?" Peter Ingalls says, he looks at Joe Reichel, who just walks in, and he's like, "I don't know, I'm feeling something fruity." And then John Berger says, "Shut the fuck up." John Berger says, "You mean something gay?" I hate all of you. It's because their band is called Gay. No, don't turn the music off. Alright. No, I have another kind of. I have a story.
So more Joe Reichel and me jokes.
No. I have. No. They're still setting up. I have a story and it's funny. Well, it's kind of funny, but it's a good story. It's a story. Since they're not ready, I know this is painful, but they're still getting ready, so bear with me. All right.
We're trying, guys. We're going as fast as we can.
All right. Right, they really want me to not be up here anymore. Okay. Don't ever book me to host anything ever again. Okay. This is a story. This is about me untangling my iPod headphones.
Good story!
All right.
Yeah.
I had to burp. It didn't come out. Okay. What? Okay. Watching someone untangle a knot really says a great deal about their personalities. I realized this as I was tediously using the tips of my fingers and semi-chewed nails to untie my damn iPod headphones. They had been living in a bottomless pit of my purse for a week or so. When I finally found the headphones, I rolled my eyes and I sighed. A seemingly untiable knot. I feel as if these headphones were smiling and giggling at me while saying, "Bah, have fun fiddling with us for a good 10 minutes, you fucking asshole." Personally, I would tell them to fuck off, but that's besides the point. Anyways, I decided to go at figuring out this puzzle. When I started to pull the loose ends, it seemed like the knot got tighter. Yet, I still approached the situation as if the end of the world was going to come in 30 seconds. Like I was convinced if I didn't untangle this knot, it'd be the cause of the fucking apocalypse. So what have I learned so far? I'm extremely impatient. Oh wow, I wrote this when I was 17. A 17-year-old teenager impatient? Never! Even though I'm fully aware of this wonderful character trait, I didn't change my pace. I'm also a Taurus. I'm stubborn. A winning combination. For some reason, my natural instinct is to get things done quickly, which in this case is completely counterproductive. In frustration, I put down the headphones and take a break from the mini stress attack so I wouldn't end up just ripping them in half and chucking them across Starbucks in an unnecessary fit of rage. I got a text message, I answered it, I took a sip of coffee, and I stared at my headphones. I picked them up again, and I took a different approach, of course, considering that's what you do with any problem you're trying to figure out and don't succeed the first time. Oh, a life lesson, fun. I glanced at the knot, drawing up a game plan in my head that took about 5 seconds to create. My fingers moved fast, now pulling at the tighter part of the knot as opposed to before. It kind of works. It loosened some ends and tightened up the others. Solving one problem and completely ignoring the other problems doesn't seem to help either. I examined the knotted cords for more than 5 seconds this time. I took attention to how the wires weaved in and out of each other. I took the time to examine how they went up and over and around and down, and I started again, slow and steady. It started unraveling, of course it did. Impatience takes up so much time. I should have listened to my first grade teacher when she read us A Tortoise in the Hare. Once I finally completed untangling this obnoxious inconvenience, I wasn't even in the mood for listening to music. I wanted to write about it. Older people untie knots faster than younger people. As much as us teenagers would love to grab the knot away from our elders while they take their good old damn sweet time to undo it, we can't solve the problem any faster than they can. They've untied many a knot, and we can't solve the problem any faster. They've, illogical, but it's teenage nature. Ladies and gentlemen, clinical motherfucking trials post-baby!